Well, 2013 is when the IFHP is 100 years old, and IFHP was started in London 100 years ago, and it grew out of the Garden City movement, and obviously London is an obvious place to have it 100 years later, and we're doing it, we're running this conference in association with the Town and Country Planning Association, which is a well-known organisation promoting sustainable development and garden cities and inclusive cities and that sort of thing in the UK and further afield. So it was very obvious to go into collaboration with the Town and Country Planning Association and to run it in London. And we've managed to get a number of other major planning and housing organisations to collaborate with us on this Congress. And we're going to run it at the University College London, which is one of the major planning schools in the United Kingdom. We will have a number of plenary sessions chaired by very senior, well-known people throughout the world in terms of planning and housing. We will have a series of tracks, some 9 tracks, in and around the themes of cities in transition, resilient cities and inclusive cities. Those are all very important themes for the IFHP 100 years after Ebenezer Howard and the Garden City movement, because some of the problems of today are very similar to the problems of 100 years ago, but we have now got new solutions and new ways of doing things, and we want to look to the future and to look at solving problems. This is not going to be an academic conference, this is going to be practitioner, policymaker conference where we look at potential solutions to problems around the world, not just in Northern Europe or in the United Kingdom. We want this Congress to be very much about young people, and so one of the track themes will be run by the IFHP Young Professional Group, which is called Urbego, and we will also be running a student competition which we are launching next week. And that will bring hopefully a lot of young people, young professionals, and also planning and housing students. So we should have a very lively Congress integrating the more experienced practitioners and policymakers and academics with the up and coming young people of the future. The other thing that we're really keen on is to have a session. One of the track themes is on governance and leadership and how important leadership is to the development of cities. So we are inviting Boris Johnson, who is the well-known Mayor of London, to open the second day of the Congress, and we will also invite a mayor from 4 different parts of the world: North America, South America, the Asian area, and also from Africa, so that we have a nice cross-section of very strong and powerful mayors who have turned around their cities, and I think we will learn a lot about governance and leadership. I think the IFHP's strength is in that it is truly international. There are many organisations in housing and planning, but none of them are truly international. And it's the sharing of knowledge and best practice from different parts of the world. Several years ago, I edited a book for the IFHP on affordable housing, and we had some 30 submissions from different countries. And that was really interesting to see how different countries defined affordable housing and what affordable housing would look like in different countries, and the problems of different countries, and how we could learn from each other and transfer knowledge. The IFHP has a number of aspects to it. It has its own working parties where members share best practice. It has a sharing of knowledge through the website, and it also has lecture series, congresses, study visits, reporting from different countries. So I'm really putting together a big bank of information and that networking where people can ring somebody else up or email somebody else in the organisation to say, you know, we're doing a port development here. Is there anything that you can tell me about the port development that you did on the other side of the world that can help me with this issue?